Hey y'all, I'm Val with Our Forever Farm. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna be making blueberry muffins today. I call these Monica's blueberry muffins because she's the person that gave me the recipe years and years ago. So these are so easy. I'm making them the afternoon before I'm gonna serve them the next morning. So I just wanna have them ready and in the cake plate, ready for Sweet Hunter to warm up. These are so easy. They are the best blueberry muffins I've ever made. Let's get to cooking. So we're gonna use self-rising flour. We're gonna use sugar. We're gonna use baking powder. We're gonna use salt. Luckily, I have all this measured out where it'll be easy to do. I wanted this to be a quick video for y'all in case you're making it in the morning and you just need something quick. You're gonna need milk. I'm gonna tell you the measurements as we go. Also, the recipe will be in the description box, so I always look there for the recipe and lots of other things. We're gonna use a little bit of vegetable oil. We're gonna use 1 egg, slightly beaten. We're gonna use blueberries. I've just washed these, they're fresh. So you can use frozen blueberries, you can use fresh blueberries, you can use dried blueberries. It doesn't matter, it'll all work. It's great. These are fresh, I'm out of everything else. Hopefully, I think about July or August, the blueberries will come in. I'm excited about that. I think I'm gonna dry some. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add 2 cups of self-rising flour. We're gonna use 1/4 cup of sugar. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna stir those 4 ingredients together in a bowl. Now we're gonna just make a little well like you do sometimes when you make biscuits. I'm gonna go ahead and break my egg where it'll be ready to go. And we're just gonna beat that just a little bit, slightly beaten. Next, we're gonna add our cup of milk right into the little well that we've made. We're gonna add our vegetable oil. And we're gonna add our egg. Very simple. And then we're gonna stir all this together till it's moistened. I missed pouring the blueberries in. You can use any other fruit you'd like, but I poured 1 cup of blueberries in the mixture, and I'm just gonna stir this up. I've made strawberry muffins with this recipe. It's delicious too. My favorite, of course, is blueberries. So look at that batter. Don't that look pretty? I spray my muffin pans very, very good because there's nothing worse than trying to get a muffin out of a pan and the muffin is stuck. If y'all have been around our channel for any length of time at all, you know that we love to teach making things from scratch. I just think that's so important. Did y'all know that more people learn to cook from scratch and make a garden during those 2 years that we had to be stuck at home during the pandemic? That just tells me that we can do anything we want to do, and learning to cook from scratch is so important. So if I could encourage you to do anything, I would encourage you to get the basics in your kitchen and learn to cook some things from scratch. You never know when we might need them. Boy, I'm messy. Look at me. I'm having to clean up that muffin tin. But, you know, it is what it is. I learned to cook by watching Sweet Hunter's granny. That's how I learned to cook from scratch. I didn't even realize I was learning. I was intrigued by her. I've got my oven preheated at 400. We're going to bake these for 20 to 25 minutes. Now, I'm cooking these in a large muffin tin because there's just the two of us. We'll probably eat one each tomorrow. I will freeze the other 4 separately where we can just pull it out of the freezer when we want. But you can just rewarm these anytime you want them. It may take just a little bit longer because I did mine in an extra large muffin tin. You can do the little mini muffin tin, the regular size. You can use the cupcake, the paper cupcake little thingies. I had the silicones and didn't even think to use them. Y'all, I've got these out of the oven. Aren't they pretty? Blueberry muffins. What I like to do when I'm going to serve them like the next day is I let them cool for just a few minutes. And then I take some melted butter and I brush the butter on and sprinkle them with sugar. If you have a desire to learn to cook from scratch, find a mentor. You can find it right here on YouTube. It doesn't have to be me. It could be anybody. I love to serve my family. I always have. Right now, it's just the two of us unless the kids come. But I love having food ready for them. It's just a joy to me to do that. And I would love for everybody to learn to love the art of cooking. And I truly believe that we all ought to be prepared for anything that comes our way. We're going to have storms come in our life, whether it's sickness, death. It could be shortages in the grocery store. We saw that happen, haven't we? And I hear that it's probably coming again. So we need to be aware. We need to know how to make things from scratch. If you have the basics and know how to use them, I mean, that's knowledge, and knowledge is power. And serving your family is the most important thing. It is to me. And it's a joy. So that's why I encourage everybody to learn to cook from scratch. I have many tell me they don't know where to start. Start right here. Start with these blueberry muffins. That's a great recipe to start with. Simple, delicious. Your family will thank you. So here you go, blueberry muffins, ready for breakfast tomorrow. I don't have to cook in the morning. It's done. So the reason I put the butter and the sugar on now is where the sugar will stick, because I am leaving these overnight in the cake plate. If I were serving these hot out of the oven, I would just smother them with butter and serve them just with butter. But these will be great, just warmed in the microwave about 30 seconds. I have a table that I set all my stuff on. It's got our ice maker and things like that on it. I'll show it to you. I've got forks and spoons out there just because I like to have everything ready for anybody that comes. I want it ready. Don't that look good? Look at those blueberries in there. Oh my goodness, you should smell it. Y'all go cook something. I love you like biscuits and gravy. Oh, I meant blueberry muffins, y'all. Hey, but you're gonna need milk. You're gonna need milk, so the description will be in the recipe. Also, the recipe will be in the description recipe, and lots of other goody things, and lots of other things. And we're gonna use blueberry. We're gonna use blueberries. 2 cups of self-rising flour. And spill it all over the table like I just did. So I've got my oven other 2. I'll freeze the other 4. I will freeze the other 4. My oven's preheating at 400. Cook them for 20 to 25 minutes, and that was awful.